Cryptocurrencies have been around for quite a long time, and we've seen through the years the gradual increase in the demand for them. For instance, nowadays, the demand for Bitcoin continues to increase by a staggering amount, that statistically speaking, only 0.28 BTC is needed for you to belong among the 1% richest people in the world. Now, this decimal value already has an outstanding value as it is. But what are the odds of being a whole coiner in today's time, given the volatility of the market and the ever-changing trends in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general? And is today really the last time for you guys to become whole coiners yourselves? This is Diversified Streams, your go-to YouTube channel for all things crypto. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the latest news and tips related to crypto, and make sure to keep your notifications on so you'll be updated with our latest videos. We post frequently so you wouldn't want to miss it. In today's video, we'll be talking about, as usual, the latest updates in the world of crypto, and of course, as the title suggests, the best way for you guys to become whole coiners in Bitcoin, especially when there is a large number of people believing that this might just be your last chance in becoming one. So without further ado, let's head on to the updates. This may not be the best preface I can give you guys, but I think that you'll have a lot to say on the first thing we'll be talking about. I am referring to the statement made by CNBC analyst Jim Cramer about the whole of cryptocurrency imploding today. Cramer thinks that if the value of an asset goes from 3 trillion to 1 trillion, who's to say that it cannot go any lower? Now, I'm not saying that what he said is untrue, but instead, I want to say the same thing that I have been saying for the past couple of videos that we have made on this channel. Everything in crypto is a cycle. It has its thriving moments where people seem to have just enough amount of assets in crypto to buy a house in the Maldives. But it also has some fairly depressing points when all you can ever do, other than wait for something good to happen, is to just question if you have been smart or rather foolish with your decisions. Now, just a disclaimer. You should not take our word as we are merely the same as you guys who try to be on the good side of crypto. And I can only tell you that this is part of a cycle that has been going on since Bitcoin started, before you decide that you're done or you're willing to risk it further. Either way, we all are taking the risk just by investing in crypto, and it is really a matter of personal assessment whether or not this slump season in crypto is your sign to retire. But that's not all Cramer has to say, as he also said that there is no real value in crypto. Whatever he mean by this, or if he is just simply confused between NFTs, Bitcoin, and crypto, let's just talk about whether or not there is value in all of these now. Now, if you're asking me, from everything we've seen in crypto in the past years, there certainly is value in the whole of it. The way I see it, there is actually a handful of reasons to be bullish in Bitcoin. And looking into the bigger picture and the long-term prospects of it all, you'll understand why Bitcoin, being valued under 20k today, is considered a good buy. And if it goes even lower at, let's say, 13k, it will be an even better buying opportunity. And mind you guys, Bitcoin trading below the 200 weekly moving average does not occur as often as you think. Actually, it has only been recorded to trade below the moving average 4 times. Add that to the fact that more and more people are in line to take a piece of the crypto pie, with only a few 21 million Bitcoin for everyone to actually share. Yep, I certainly see some value here, and it seems to me that it has a bigger tendency to go up rather than go down. I am also eager to share with you guys that one of the biggest buyers of Bitcoin are actually shrimps, owning less than 1 Bitcoin. Additionally, a huge chunk of Bitcoin buyers are OG whales with also less than 1 Bitcoin to their names. And this kinda sparks the curiosity in many people in the crypto world if now would be the best and last time for them. And for us also to be actually whole coiners. Well, if you ask me, this is definitely high time to be buying Bitcoin and getting that one whole coin to yourself. But to each his own, and maybe it isn't what you think, which I fully respect, because after all, the likelihood of being able to acquire a whole Bitcoin and not being able to is more or less the same. In the future maybe, it will be much more difficult than others would say that it is impossible to be a whole coiner. so now really is the optimal time to become a whole coiner. Well, this is only what I think as someone who's keen on what is happening in all things crypto. How about you guys? Would you risk your money today in order to get that whole coin? Or would you sit this one out and wait for another opportunity? Share us your thoughts down below, and do not forget to give us a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. And we're back with the video. I know we started off a little bit disappointed in the video because of the discussion on the slump phase in crypto. But as I've told you, it doesn't always stay that way for others, especially in some other altcoin projects. I'm talking about Cardano, who, if you have not noticed yet, has been performing quite well as opposed to last month. Just this June, the stats of Cardano have appeared to be quite good that it has been declared to be in a bear market state. Just to go over quickly with their stats, wallets showed an increase of 1.81%. ADA staked and stake pools dropped down by a tad bit by 0.81 and 0.06 respectively. Delegated wallets went up to 0.71%, transactions by 5.44%, native tokens by 6.46%, and Pluto scripts by 3.48%. Not the best performance we've seen through the years, but certainly a good set of statistics considering the market we have today. In fact, it's good enough that people think it's a top 10 in terms of high development activity. If you're not familiar with the term high development activity, it is basically a measure of whether a project is one of the three things, or maybe all of them. First, the project is serious about its business proposition. Second, it suggests new features to be introduced in the future. And third, which I hope is not the case for Cardano, the project is an exit scam. So essentially, a project's development activity is a distinguishing factor of how committed it is to the swift execution of its features and the polishing of the product itself. Based on the stats exhibited by Cardano, it can be said that the future is bright for them, at least for now. It is still likely that they will suffer some overwhelming downfalls, but altcoins still get the biggest returns, even with the risk accompanied by it. Cardano, priced at 45 cents today, is already a great price. But if it were to go down to 30 or 20 in the future, it will be a much better payout. And this is something that's confined to Cardano alone, as it can certainly happen in some other altcoins too. Do you guys know of any other projects with the same potential? If yes, please comment down below and let's discuss it. So before we end today's video, I'd like to share with you guys some great news, especially to our Italian viewers. Just recently, the Italian government has agreed to provide $46 million worth of subsidies to finance companies that are linked to blockchain projects, the Internet of Things, AI, or blockchain tech. It is not an open-ended offer though, as the subsidy is only provided to companies whose projects will be used in specific sectors of the governments, such as the health sector. This decision is fueled by the Italian government's support of the creation of technologies that will help modernize production systems by utilizing interconnected management models to ensure efficient and secure operations. This is truly a big step taken by the country, as no other nations other than the US have been really proactive in the discourse about crypto and blockchain technology. Just like all other news we've provided you about crypto penetrating societies little by little, this news is a clear indication that crypto will be around for a long time, maybe even setting the path toward the main currency used across borders in the future. And just like that, you've reached the end of today's video. I hope you guys learned something new today, and if you're on your journey to becoming a whole coiner sometime soon, I hope this video made it clear to you how important it will be if you do intend to get your first whole coin today. Don't forget to give us a big thumbs up if you liked this video, and your subscription is very much appreciated. This is Diversified Streams. See you in our next video.